Have you ever had the strange feeling that everyone else seems to know where they're going, while you're quietly trying to figure out where you even are? You wake up, you go through the day, you do the things you're supposed to do. Work, responsibilities, conversations. And yet, somewhere in the background of your mind, there is a quiet question that never fully goes away. What am I actually doing with my life? For many people, this feeling arrives slowly, not as a dramatic crisis, but as a subtle, persistent uncertainty. A sense that life is moving forward, but meaning is not moving with it. We are often told that life should follow a clear path. Study, choose a career, build stability, find happiness. But reality rarely feels that simple. Many people reach the milestones they were told to chase and still feel strangely disconnected from their own lives. You may have a job, a routine, people around you. Yet something feels missing, not necessarily excitement, but direction. A quiet sense that you are drifting rather than truly choosing where to go. Part of the reason so many people feel lost is that modern life gives us an overwhelming number of possibilities. In the past, life paths were often clearer. You inherited a profession, you stayed in one place, you followed traditions that had existed for generations. Today, those structures are weaker, and freedom has replaced certainty. On the surface, this sounds like a gift. You can become anything, live anywhere, choose any path. But unlimited freedom also carries an invisible weight. Because if every path is possible, then every wrong choice feels like your responsibility. Instead of feeling liberated, many people feel paralyzed. They worry about choosing the wrong career, the wrong city, the wrong partner, the wrong version of themselves. And so they wait, thinking a moment of clarity will eventually arrive. But clarity rarely appears suddenly. More often, it grows slowly, through experience, mistakes, and time. Another reason people feel lost is the constant comparison surrounding modern life. Every day, we are exposed to thousands of carefully curated lives. Successful careers, beautiful homes, people who seem confident about exactly where they're going. And without realizing it, we start measuring our inner uncertainty against other people's outer certainty. But what we rarely see is that many of those people are just as uncertain. They are simply moving forward anyway. Feeling lost is often misunderstood. We treat it like a failure, as if it means something has gone wrong. But in many ways, feeling lost is a natural stage of becoming aware. When you are younger, you often follow expectations without questioning them. School tells you where to go, society tells you what success looks like. But eventually, a quiet realization appears. You begin to ask a deeper question. Is this life actually mine? This question can be uncomfortable, because once you ask it, the old answers no longer feel convincing. You start noticing how much of life is shaped by invisible pressure. The pressure to achieve quickly, to look successful, to keep up with others. And suddenly, the path that once seemed obvious begins to feel strangely unfamiliar. But this moment, the moment of uncertainty, is not necessarily a sign that you are lost. It may simply mean you have started thinking for yourself. There is a quiet truth about direction in life that many people only realize later. Very few people actually begin with a clear purpose. Most discover it gradually. Through small decisions, unexpected experiences, and sometimes through periods of confusion. Feeling lost often means you are standing between two versions of yourself. the person you used to be, and the person you are slowly becoming. But transitions are rarely comfortable. They feel uncertain, unstable, unfinished. Imagine walking through a forest at night. Your flashlight does not show the entire path ahead. It only reveals a few steps in front of you. Life often works the same way. We expect to see the full journey before we begin, but most of the time, we only see the next step. And strangely enough, that is usually enough. The people who eventually find their direction are rarely the ones who had everything planned. They are the ones who kept walking even while feeling uncertain. So, if you feel lost right now, it may not mean you are behind. It may simply mean you are in the middle of discovering your own path instead of following someone else's. And that process takes time. Perhaps the goal is not to eliminate uncertainty completely. Perhaps the goal is to become more comfortable walking without having every answer. Because a meaningful life is rarely a perfectly planned one. It is a life slowly shaped by curiosity, reflection, and quiet courage. So if you sometimes feel lost, take a moment to consider a different possibility. Maybe you are not lost at all. Maybe you are simply at the beginning of a path that no one else could have chosen for you. And sometimes, that is exactly where life truly begins.